2023, the year of healing. Okay. And to think it all started with a letter.
Remember I was laughing in all the photos that you took.
January. I dropped out of college with 6 months left. Thought I had a plan, but really had no idea what I was walking into, which led me to Brighton and to reunite with my best friend, who I hadn't seen in like 2 years at that point. And I fell in love with Brighton. From the beach to the pier to every single sunrise and sunset that I got to watch, the peace and the people. And it also led me to him. February 7th, 2023, after 7 p.m. on a Tuesday. That's when I met him. And he looked at me like I controlled gravity, as if I was the first thing he had ever seen in life, and the thing that he never wanted to not be looking at, and that made me feel complete. The final glance that he gave me as he turned to walk away sits in my mind every single day. He taught me that you miss 100% of opportunities that you don't take. March. After traveling to Brighton all by myself, the next solo adventure on my list was Bournemouth. And I was recording a whole vlog, but as you can see in this clip, that the video quality was so blurry because I had a whole vlog and I couldn't even post it because the video quality was ass. But here are some clips with the messed up quality, but I still hope you enjoy it. Okay, so at some point during the time I was in Bournemouth, I saw the zip wire and thought it was gonna give me a real rush. So I went to try it and it was the most anticlimactic thing ever, I kid you not. April. I started my log journey. And it really taught me the art of patience and like planting a seed and just watching it grow. The discipline to know that it may never happen, but you just keep pushing forward. May. I took the gym way more seriously and started journaling and having a morning routine just to have structure and something to wake up for. Because after I dropped out of college, online just had no focus, so I was kind of all over the place. And I really started to doubt my self-worth, but then I found a way to pick myself up. And ever since last year, May, I've been going so steady with it and I've been so consistent. And now I'm just so much more healthier mentally, internally, as well as emotionally. And it's crazy to think that journaling and reading and waking up at the same time every day can really provide so much purpose. They're small little things, but they have such a big, lasting impact. I also opened a TikTok called At the Black House. And it was just like mini, funny, relatable clips of my life, like growing up black, being black. And yes, that's genuinely how my life goes on a daily basis. June, the calm before the storm. So, according to the seasons, June, July, and August are supposed to be summer months. But in 2023, there was barely any sunshine. The only week of sunshine that we did have in June, I hightailed it back to Brighton thinking I was gonna have a little vacation. But it actually turned into be something so much more powerful and purposeful. It became my self-help retreat. It was the first time in 19 years where I looked myself in the eye and told myself that I loved me. Forgave myself for not being strong enough in my childhood to defend me. I had to forgive that somebody else had power over me. Somebody who I installed my trust in, who I needed to be a role model in my life, who was so toxic, so manipulative and narcissistic that would gaslight me at every single turn, and still does, even to this day. But someone told me, your situation doesn't control you, you control you, and you can choose the outcome of your life. July, the month it all came crashing down. I wrote a letter addressed to an older version of me, the version of me that followed the plan to a T and was successful. But that's not how this story goes. Throughout the whole of July, I was a complete disaster, an emotional wreck. Nothing could tame me. And I didn't know why at the time until I looked at the calendar and realized that August was coming up next. So I was in pre-grief season before the hurricane hit. And it made me appreciate July because it was like a warning. Because I don't like to be surprised. So I can forgive July, but I don't know if I can or if I ever will be ready to forgive August.
All the things I wanna say, maybe he'll listen someday. I know it is not enough to say I'm sorry.
August, the month and year that I turned 20. Oh my gosh, I love this. I absolutely love
I'd
this.
fall asleep and not dream about you. I hate to admit it.
September. I went back to college after dropping out, and your girl got hacked and scammed, all taking place within the same week. October, the best month out of the whole year. I spread my tiny wings that had never gone beyond England's borders. Okay, that's a cap. But I spread my tiny wings and solo traveled all the way to Canada. And oh my gosh, it was the best, most enriching, most light-hearted, anxiety-free experience ever in my entire life. And although it cost me an arm and a leg, I have no regrets about it whatsoever. The thing that astounds me most about this whole trip is never once did my heart drop. Never once did I question, girl, what the hell are you doing? It was just a rush of calm and peace and stillness. Now, don't get me wrong, there were moments where I heard sounds outside my door and I really questioned if I'd wake up the next morning alive. And there were moments where I was scared that a bear would pop out at me. But never did I get that gut-wrenching, gut-twisting feeling like, what are you doing? What the hell have you done? Why did you leave the comfort of your home? What I'm trying to say is never once did it feel wrong. Canada helped me discover a part of me that I lost in my youth, that I feared that I would never ever get back. Which gives power to the phrase, you cannot heal in the place that broke you. You must be strong enough to give yourself a shot, brave enough to drown out every single ounce of doubt, courageous enough to even dream, and childish enough to even believe that dream. November, I embarked on my journey back to the UK, where I remained jet-lagged for 1.5 months, and then Black Friday rolled around, and I hung out with Diana and Leon for the day. December, I got really into making TikToks and like shorts, and they were just so fun and such a great way to keep up with my channel, and I discovered that I'm really good at it. This year, I took the 19-year-old me's advice from last year and I recorded way more. And now in 2024, the only thing I want to do is double the amount that I recorded. It's still January. It's January 31st right now. And I'm rushing to get this out, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you to everyone that's been with me from the beginning and that has found me this year and kept writing and sticking with me. It means the world to me, and I can't wait to see what 2024 brings for me. I hope y'all have a happy new year, an amazing one. But better yet, I hope y'all have the most amazing year of your life in 2024, because I can honestly say hands down that 2023 was the best year of mine.
Every moment is another chance.